Hello guys and girls, welcome back to the Racing Line for another circuit guide here on iRacing. This is week 6 of season 3 2026 in the BMW M2 Cup around Winton Motor Raceway, the national layout. This is a fixed series, so no setup is needed, and of course it's an official qualifying session, so the conditions match. Same format as before, breakdown lap followed by a full speed uninterrupted lap followed by an offboard lap. Let's see if we can help you guys find some time. So we're coming down to the tricky turn 1. We're going to brake in between the 100 and the 50 on the little exit road just here on the right. So we're going to brake hard from 5th down into 4th, try and hook your left wheels on the inside curb, and then accelerate through the next part of the corner, using all the track on the exit, keeping 2 wheels on the circuit. Next braking point, about 60 meters just before the 50-meter board from 5th down into 4th. We're going to trail in and then get back on the power using all the track on the exit, careful of the gravel on the left. Just a quick lift for the next right-hander to get the nose in, and then accelerate again using all the track on the exit. You're going to go up into 5th. As you turn in, you're going to start to lift off to try and keep the car around the middle of the circuit, maybe graze the brakes and downshift to 4th to hook onto the inside curve. Try not to ride the next inside curve as I did. There's no real braking point for this next corner. I just brake once the car's settled down. There's a curb on the left there. Brake when the car's settled down into 3rd, and try and hold it tight to this right-hand turn. As you accelerate out, there's no point to really open up this next left. You can hold it tight. Just before the curb starts there on the left-hand side, we're going to graze the brakes, keep it in 3rd gear, hold it tight to the left, and then accelerate out. You saw I feathered the throttle through there. The next one, as that white tyre wall exits my vision on the right-hand side, we're going to start to brake. Same sort of trick as before. Patience on the throttle. Look how long before I started to accelerate out. I really waited for that nose to turn in, and then straight on the power in 3rd gear, all the way down this straight. A nice easy one for this next one, 50-meter board, although it is on the left-hand side when our car is on the right. Hard on the brakes, down into 3rd, trailing in, straight back on the power because you can use a little bit of extra road there. There's no 1x on the exit curve. Next, 2 corners to go, 2 right-handers. Try and, well, the final one's a little bit tricky. First one, not so much. 50-meter board just before it. Down on the brakes, from 5th down into 3rd gear once again. Straight back on the power, all the way to the left. And then this is where it gets tricky. When that curve ends, we're going to get on the brakes in 3rd gear. But the car gets very light through here. You want to be smooth with your steering because you don't want to lose your rear through that final turn. But to carry the speed through, you really need to try and send it into that corner without losing or breaking traction. Let's go through that again without any interruption. So just before the 50-meter board on the exit road, hard on the brakes, down to 4th, cut the inside curve, cut again the inside curve, straight back on the power in 4th gear, up into 5th on the exit. Just before the 50-meter board, hard on the brakes, down to 4th, get it turned in, back on the power, use all the track on the exit, you can use all of that curve. Lift off, turn in, back on the power, all the curve on the exit. Now, back to the middle of the circuit, up into 5th, and now we're going to try and just lift off, raise the brakes slightly, down into 4th to get that turn in, hit that inside curve. If you can avoid this right-hand curve, that's great. When the car lands, hard on the brakes down to 3rd, hold it tight to the right, and then back on the power all the way to the left. Come out to a little bit, and then just graze the brakes again when that curve starts, keep it in 3rd, hold it tight, back on the power. White tyre wall, out of vision, hard on the brakes, keep it in 3rd, patience on the throttle, and then straight back on the power to get your run down. This is one of the pretty much only overtaking zones. Really difficult track, didn't enjoy it, but here we are, 50-meter board, hard on the brakes from 5th, down into 3rd, back on the power again, over to the right using all the curb on the exit. Get over to the left-hand side, ready for your final 2 corners. Now, 50-meter board again, ever so slightly before it, hard on the brakes, 5th, down into 3rd gear, get it turned in, back on the power, over to the left. Keep going, back on the brakes, keep it in 3rd, back on the power, over to the left, and the straight run down to the line for a 1:30.7, just 2 tenths shy of this very fast Brazilian man on pole position. As usual, that is pretty much it from me, so I'm going to leave you with this offboard lap. Hopefully this has helped. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for that. If you've been enjoying these guides, then let me know. And yeah, if I don't see you on track this week, then I'll see you next week for the next video here on the Racing Line.